Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. Welcome to CANUK's belated annual conference. My name is Shu Yan, and I'm the General Secretary of CANUK. I will be chairing today's webinar, which will last about 2 hours. This is the 9th annual conference for CANUK, but it's the first time in a webinar format due to COVID. On the plus side, because of the online nature, we see lots of people joining in from mainland China, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, alongside UK, which wouldn't be possible if we were doing a traditional session in Staple Inn. At the moment, I can see 92 fellow students and actuaries online. A very big welcome to everyone. Today's agenda will be broken down into 4 sessions. Session 1 is an opening speech given by Jinnan Tan, the President of CANUK, and Huaying Liu, the Vice President of CANUK. Session 2 is an interview with Shuqi Tan, the President of IFOA, conducted by myself. In this session, Shuqi will share with you his path to success as an actuary turned CEO and his view on current issues and opportunities facing the professionals in our industry. Session 3 is presented by Cherry Chan, who is a partner at Barnett Wardenham. In Cherry's talk, you will find out more about COVID-19's impact on insurance, risk management, and pension industries in the UK since the lockdown in March. Session 4 is a panel discussion among insurance professionals relocated from UK to Asia. We have invited Tian Yuan, actuary at AM Best, Wan Xie, manager at Deloitte China, and Mingyu Fan, director in strategy and innovation at Fossum Group for tonight's discussion. During each session, if you have any questions, please send us the message using the Q&A box located on the top of your screen. We will choose a few questions which will be answered by the speakers at the end of each session if time allows. Otherwise, we will just collect all the questions, send them to the speakers, and come back to you separately. This video will be made available for everyone to view after the webinar, and 2-hour CPD is available. Please note that the CPD year for IFOA has been extended until the end of August. Now, with no more delay, please allow me to pass it over to Jinnan, our President of CANUK.
Thanks, Shuyan. Wow, your voice sounds really professional. I feel like I was on an airplane listening to air hostess introducing safety procedures. Thanks, that's very good introduction. Good afternoon and good evening, depending on where you are, as this event is joined by people all over the world, especially in UK and Asia. Thank you for joining in. And of course, it doesn't matter where you are, thanks to the technology and our shared desire for learning new things and meeting new people. We have gathered here virtually today at CANUK's 2020 annual conference. I hope and I'm confident that you will find today's event a good learning experience and also a good social experience. Just a very quick introduction about myself. I work as a reinsurance pricing actuary at Aon in London. I also have some experience in general insurance, reserving, and capital modeling, having worked at a consultancy company before joining Aon. This year is my first year of CANUK presidency. I'm honored to be entrusted by the CANUK committee for the responsibility of leading CANUK with our Vice President, Huaying. I'd like to begin my opening speech by saying 3 things first. Number 1, I, on behalf of the CANUK committee, wish you and your family safe and well in this difficult time. 2, I'd like to say a very big thank you to all of those who helped promote our annual conference. I believe this is one of our largest events over the last 9 years. And we could not have achieved this without the help of members, friends, and speakers. Number 3, as we cannot easily socialize in the current outside world, please do release your social energy here. Okay, this event is not meant to be a formal event, so please be relaxed. Share your thoughts freely on Zoom chats, which is happening right now. Ask questions on Q&A. Connect with people through WeChat group. because don't forget, today is the weekend. So feel free to express yourself. Okay, let's move on to the slide number 1, a very quick one on CANUK. So for those of you who are new to CANUK, we are an independent and a non-profit organization based in the UK. We always aim to provide events free of charge, and that is made possible by CANUK committee members' hard work and our sponsor, other groups' generous support. Both we will introduce later. We are committed to provide a networking platform for people to connect with each other, and this is particularly important nowadays as places are coming in and out of lockdowns. Admittedly, everyone's different, and that's great, but we share similarities. We most likely share same culture, values, and we share the desire to improve ourselves, to learn, listen, and be heard. So please do use CANUK for what it's set up to do. Our technical events carry CPD, but hopefully that's not the only thing while you're here, or even make it the last thing while you're here, because the above 2 points are far more important. CANUK is driven by members, and that is you. Your interests dictate our direction and plan, which are put into action points by our committee members. So CANUK is committee run. We'd like to know better who you are and what you do. On top of this, just to make today's event a bit more interactive, I will now put out 2 very quick questionnaires for you to complete. Hua-Yin, would you please help us to put the questionnaires out? So this should really only take 10 seconds each. I will give you some time to make your clicks, and you will see the results live as people vote. Okay, UK, no, 70% UK, 75% UK, 25% mainland, 2% from Hong Kong, some other, Singapore, no surprise there.
Gina, just tell me when you want to stop the poll, okay?
Sure, I will give it another 10 seconds as it is still moving. Interesting results.
Also for our panelists, you can vote too.
Can I? Let me try. I don't think I can, but yeah, if you can, please do vote. This information is quite important. All right, 5 seconds, 4, 3, 2, 1, end. Excellent. Jet, can we share it?
Yeah, so I think people should be, attendees should be able to view the results. So I think we have around 82 people voted, and then about 62% are based in the UK, and then with the rest, the majority are based in the mainland China, and then we have about 5% coming from Hong Kong, 1% in Malaysia, 1% Singapore, and 5% in others. In terms of the areas of work, I think most people are working in life, 44%, non-life, general insurance, 31%, pensions, 4%, 16% investment, and 1% insurance brokerage. And we do have other members joining us in other areas, accounting, 2%, IT, 2%.
Interesting. I was not surprised by the pension bit, but you guys are a rare asset. Excellent. That's really good. Did I click on something?
I stopped sharing, so you can continue, Gina.
Right. Great. Okay. That's really good. We, as I said before, we offer, events, tailored events for our members, and it would be very important for us to know who you are, what you like, and what you do to be able to do that. And it would be our worst nightmare to spend weeks organizing an event and only say 10 people turned up. And that's precisely why I said in the very beginning, I said, thank you for joining. I wasn't just saying it, I meant it, because today's turnout is absolutely fantastic. As we go on to slide number 2. So over the past year, we have held 3 intriguing technical events offering 6-hour CPD, 4 fun social events. In our WeChat group, which is our main communication channel, we have 470 people plus in the group. We also issued 3 CANUK newsletters out, and this is some of the things we aim to do every year. We try to kind of achieve a good balance between the intriguing and the fun. So on this chart, you'll see to the most intriguing side, we did a pandemic model study with Yuan Xi, and to the right-hand side, the fun side, we had games of online escape rooms, and we had quiz competition, which were all very, very well received. We also gave out prize for our top quiz winner. And all that we had in between should hopefully have your taste spectrum fully covered, right? So it's a good mixture of social and technical. And of course, CANUK will keep improving. We'd like to better bridge UK and Asia, casting the net of our social network wider afield. In the past, we have held events with Actuaries based in Shanghai, and today we will have a panel discussion with 3 panelists from Asia, and we are looking to do more of these things in the future. We also want to kind of better engagement from our members for our online events. As the events carried out this way is becoming the norm, we are still relatively inexperienced, and we will certainly explore further. We continue working closely with our sponsor, Other Group. That means more frequent newsfeed on the job market for you guys, accessible professional career planning and support from a professional career coaching headhunting company based in London. I certainly look forward to the future. Difficult times will surely pass. The future will be bright. I now pass you to Hua Yin, our Vice President, for the next part of our opening speech. Thank you very much.
Hi, hello. So in my sessions, I'd like to use the time just quickly introduce you to the rest of the committee members, because without them, we can't really offer the events, the information, the organizations that we have offered to in the past 9 years. And then our committees is evolving and is changing, but I'm going to go through some of the key functions and also the key people that you should be aware of. Obviously, you have heard Jinnan and Xu Yan speaking just now. So myself, I'm the Vice President. My main specialist areas in investment for the insurance company. But for the rest of the members, they have a variety of skill sets that they have brought into our community. So firstly, starting with the members on the first row. So Huang Kedi is our chief editor. So soon that you will receiving the latest newsletter from him. And then on that newsletter, you will find information about past events, the summaries, some of the articles written by our members, and most importantly, the job offerings from our sponsor. And then Kedi, obviously, that he brought in his trading and investment experience to the discussions, as we have held one of the discussions in the past. And then Liang Fuling is our committee member in charge of the communications. As you may notice that she'll be publishing events information about latest job offerings and also the future events. So if you have any thoughts for the future topics that you want us to focus on, so please feel free to engage with her or with the rest of the committee members as well. So apart from the main WeChat group, that we do have a student group, and then that student support group is chaired by Simon Young. So for some of you know Simon, he's a very experienced actuary. And then I think with him that we have brought a lot of experience helping new members to engage and pass through the exams quickly. And also we're trying to hold events for the college students so that to give them some advice how they should choose their careers in our field. Fanyu is our treasurer, and also he's in charge of the IT infrastructure. So if you look at our website, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, and then he has updated the information there, putting events information there as well. So that's a key element for how you can engage with us. The next two members, that Yue Xia and Tan Jiaqi, they have spent a lot of time brainstorming and bringing new events ideas to the group. For example, that as Qingnan just mentioned, this year that we have run online escape room, we have run online quiz. Without these two new members joining the committees, we'll probably still stay in old-fashioned ways of doing the event. So I really appreciate for their new contributions and then bring the variety into our events running as well. For some of you know Wang Haijing. She used to work in the UK. Now that she's back to China for many years. She's the vice president of CANUK committee in China. So she's really works as a link between our communities in the mainland China, in the Asian regions, and also for the rest of us in the UK. So if you have any ideas or if you want to talk to her about anything about career, I think she's the person that you can engage with. On the bottom of the page that we have our advisory board, but I want to highlight that Dr. Yan, he's a key member also involved with the day-to-day management of the CANUK committee. He contributes ideas, doing a lot of quality controls for us to make sure that our events are running at the highest quality to our members. But last but not the least, we have Andy, Gan Xianlong, and Mu Qiu working as our advisory groups. For some of the technical events, we tap into their wisdoms to engage with them to give us some ideas how we can run technical events better. So in the next slide, that I'm going to briefly introduce to you our sponsor, which is OSA. So Jingnan, do you mind just switch to the next page of the presentation? So our sponsor is OSA. So they are a very specialized recruitment agent based in London. Traditionally, they're focusing on jobs in the GI space, in the Lloyd's market. They're very strong. But over time, that they would like to expand their reach into the life, into the pension investment world. So my experience with them was that they are not like a traditional recruitment agent. They want to engage with people. They do have a career service. If you just want to have a random chat or chat about your career choices, they have dedicated people who can give you some advice. So our main contact is Anthony Hill. He's a director there. So you have his email address on this slide. So if you do want to, if you think about changing jobs, think about changing your career into the space that we have mentioned on this slide, please feel free to get in touch with Anthony. And again, that we'll be posting information about the jobs regularly on WeChat and also on our newsletter as well. So in the next slide, there are different ways that you can engage with us. Jinan, do you mind just flip to the next page, please? So we have our main website, which is ChineseActuary.org. On this website, you can find information about the committee members and also the past events that we have run, as well as the future events. We have our Gmail setup, so you can engage with us, send us questions. Most of the requests that I have received recently are the people requesting for the CPDs. And then, so also to remind you that for these events, each of us have 2 hours of CPDs. So please ensure you change your name into your attendees display name with your full name plus ARN numbers. If you can't change your names, feel free to put your ARN numbers into the chat. So we'll be taking a screenshot in 5 minutes time, and then we'll be taking another screenshot of the attendees list 20 minutes before we end this event. And also the chat, all the chat messages will be captured and saved as well. Some of our members have been investigated by the IFOA to prove that they have attended our events in the past. So if you have similar investigations going on, please feel free to send us the emails. Tell us which event you have attended, because we have also maintained a record of your attendance evidence, so we can reply by emails showing that you have attended our events. So that's very important to keep your CPDs 2 hours per day. And then last but not least, we do have our WeChat group. As I mentioned, we have our main group, and then we have a separate group for student members. For both WeChat groups, if you have any questions on live, on exams, on technical questions, please feel free to engage, to chat, to tap into the wisdoms of the people. My experience is that it's been very useful, and so I think sometimes that you see me posting questions there, and I do receive some very good advice. So before further ado, I'm going to pass you back to Shu Yan and start our main event today. Thank you very much.